It's time for my September real estate market stats for West Toronto. Across the GTA, we saw more listings this September in comparison to September 2022, as well as an increase in prices compared to last year. In West Toronto, we saw continued bidding wars for some properties and ongoing demand, particularly in the detached and semi-detached markets. Stay with me while I break it down for you. Months of supply has remained unchanged in West Toronto at 2.4. We have been holding steady at in and around this rate for all of 2023. However, the relationship between inventory and buyer activity can be looked at more closely in different price points, and we are noticing that the higher priced homes are taking longer to sell, which will start to impact this stat. There is speculation that we are moving to a buyer's market, but we have not seen that yet in West Toronto. There is evidence in areas outside of Toronto that a more balanced market is prevailing, in areas such as King and Innisfil, for example. The average sales price across all home types in West Toronto has climbed 14% in comparison to September 2022. The average sale price also increased from August to $1,132,000. We saw an increase in sale prices across all home types other than in the freehold towns and condo apartments in September. The list price to sale price ratio for all types of homes was at 101% for September. Demand and purchasing power has remained strong, although in West Toronto, I've been keeping my eyes on a few properties that have not been selling and therefore may not be selling for 100% or more of their listing price in the future. The average number of days on market for homes in September was down from 21 days to 19 days. But let me point out some outliers here though, as this average stat does not portray how different areas and properties can impact this. For example, detached homes in West Toronto averaged 17 days on the market in September, but in W2, which is High Park North, Bloor West, the Junction, the Dovercourt area, as well as in W9, which is Kingsview Village, Humber Heights, Martin Grove, Richview, they both averaged 17 days on the market for detached homes, not 17. For rows and towns, we averaged 14 days on the market in West Toronto, but in W8, which is Markland West Mall, Islington, Edenbridge, the average row town took only 5 days to sell. In the condo town sector, the average days on market was 22 for all of West Toronto, but in W10 Rexdale, West Humber, Thistletown, they averaged 64 days to sell, while in W9 Westway Humber Heights, it only took 4 days to sell. The next Bank of Canada interest rate announcement is set for October 26th. I can't speculate on what will happen, but what I'm telling my clients who are thinking of selling or renewing is to inquire on what the penalty is for breaking your mortgage. Rates are important when deciding to buy, sell, or renew, but it's also important to understand what the penalties are for breaking your mortgage, as this could impact what type of mortgage product you'll be looking at. I said this in September and I'll say it again now. If you are looking for a home but you're not looking in the semi and detached price points, I highly recommend that you come with me to consider the freehold and condo town options available. I have a video coming up shortly about this, so stay tuned. We are halfway through the fall market and there's been more properties on the market than we've seen in quite a few months. If you are considering selling your home in the near future, I highly recommend that you work with an agent that's watching the market very closely and who will be able to help you understand how your home is situated amongst other homes that are currently on the market, as well as how your home was positioned in the wider market as well. If you are a first-time home buyer, please ensure that whoever you are working with is someone who understands the possible future resale value of the home that you're interested in as well. Broad market stats are not helpful when it comes down to the house that you are purchasing or the house that you are selling. And as always, if you have any questions, you'd like to chat about your house, give me a call.